JIT-TV, just in time.
Sanmanan Babugela Makai and a very warm welcome to JIT-TV News, where we bring you nothing but politics, business, sports and entertainment all in one experience. Ikamalam Andile Kukule Tsintombi Awacindi Umahlaba. Let's take a look at your top stories for today. Chamisa plotting to sideline Ncube BD in talks with President Mnangagwa, ZANU-PF. $5 billion war chest for Bulawayo Road's rehabilitation. Springboks rally behind Bongi Mbonambi. Now, Citizens Coalition for Change leader Nelson Chamisa is plotting to exclude senior opposition members Welshman Ncube and Tendai Biti from his engagements with President Emmerson Mnangagwa, the ruling party has claimed during a press briefing after the Politburo meeting. ZANU-PF spokesperson Mutranga said the opposition leader was pushing for a political dialogue with President Mnangagwa and had asked for his help in removing the two. The opposition had accused ZANU-PF of working in cahoots with Sengezo Chabangu to recall its MPs in order to ensure a two-thirds majority in the National Assembly, a claim the ruling party has scoffed at. Now, government has told foreigners to get proper documentation for them to operate businesses after it emerged that some experts running tuck shops in Harare's downtown area are supposed to be living in refugee camps. Now, Industry and Commerce Minister Sithembiso Nyoni on Monday said government does not wish to drive foreigners out of Zimbabwe but urged them to create a good working environment. At one of the shops visited by Nyoni, a Congolese refugee had no documentation to run a shop and was supposed to be living in a refugee camp. The Harare City Council gave a shop license to the man under unclear circumstances.
I think one of the things that we are really coming here for as all stakeholders is to try and prevent a shadow economy. Everybody who is in business must operate openly. Nobody must operate in the shadows. So that we must all have one system that everyone understands. I am here to protect the public of Zimbabwe.
At Hewlett's, we believe in a sweet future. A sweet future for our country, planet, and community.
Protec was founded in 1982 with the mission of assisting previously disadvantaged youth for successful entry into STEM-based careers. Protec Tongaat opened its doors in 1991, and from day one, Tongaat Hewlett has played a vital role in ensuring our continued success and growth. Each year, Protec Tongaat supports approximately 120 learners from grades 10 to 12 with an aptitude in maths and science from low socioeconomic backgrounds.
We get career exposure with site visits, career counseling and job shadowing to help us make a more informed career choice.
Studying at Protec has allowed me to rank in the top 10 performing electrical engineering graduates at the UT.
Growing a sweet future is not only about financial support. It is also about creating opportunities. Tongaat Hewlett has employed 33 Protec engineering students and have been a partner of Protec for over 30 years, and our support will continue into the future.
We are growing a sweet future. Yay!
Hewlett's, growing a sweet future.
Let's take a look now at the African news for today. Now, 1/3 of hospitals in Gaza and nearly 2/3 of primary health care clinics have had to shut due to damage or lack of fuel, the United Nations has said. Now, the UN Agency of Palestinian Refugees warned it would have to halt operations on Wednesday night due to dwindling fuel supplies. Now, a lack of resources and masses of wounded have made hospital treatment difficult as Israel JIT continue to strike the territory where 2.3 million people live. Following a blockade of 8, Israel had allowed a small number of trucks to cross the border from Egypt into Gaza, but continued to bar fuel needed to power hospital generators to prevent Hamas from seizing it. Let's take a look now at the international news for today. Now, Israel says it is banning United Nations representatives from visiting the country to teach them a lesson after the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said the 7 October attacks by Hamas had to be seen in the context of decades of occupation of the Palestinian people. Now, Israel's ambassador to the UN, Gilad Eden, has already demanded Guterres' resignation and described his remarks as a blood libel. Now, the response reflects a long-running Israel belief that UN agencies, especially the UN Human Rights Council, has an anti-Israel agenda. However, it is not clear how far the visa ban extends within the UN hierarchy.
The Secretary General must resign. This building was established to prevent atrocities. How can the Secretary General, with his words, justify in any way the terrible atrocities that happened to our civilians, innocent civilians?
Let's quickly get down to the business side of news. Now, motorist and transport operators in Bulawayo have called upon a local authority to prioritize the rehabilitation of major roads in the city, most of which are riddled with potholes, making them death traps following the onset of the rainy season. Now, Bulawayo City Council has been allocated nearly $5 billion by the Zimbabwe National Road Administration in road rehabilitation funds for the 2023 financial year, and the local authority has so far used more than $1.5 billion. Already, Council has said it is self-funding the rehabilitation of Luveva Road, with the local authority expecting to spend at least $1.2 billion in the project. Now, Nigeria plans to tighten rules to reduce the export of raw minerals and encourage the shipment of processed products, a move aimed at creating jobs and boosting the value of its export. Africa's largest crude producer is banking on its mineral reserves to provide an alternative source of income as oil output dwindles. The country has lithium, gold, bitumen, and iron ore deposits, and it's intent on emulating nations such as Indonesia and climbing up the commodities value chain and boosting employment.
Wishing to come and invest in the solid minerals industry or sector in Nigeria, henceforth must add local value. Without that, we shall no longer license any company, anybody, any institution, any corporate organization that does not have local value addition.
Welcome to Zambezi River Lodge, Victoria Falls. Nestled on the banks of the mighty Zambezi River, right on the edge of the national park, Zambezi occupies the most unique and finest spot with the tranquility and seclusion every traveler seeks. Each of its well-appointed rooms is either garden or river facing, allowing you to soak in the serenity of the environment. The award-winning restaurant Amlonga offers delectable cuisine, which includes our famous high teas. To explore Victoria Falls from this fine location, book any of our packages now. Zambezi River Lodge. Relax, refresh, replenish.
And on your JIT-TV News Weather Focus. And finally, on your sports news. Now, the Rugby Football Union has said it is deeply disappointed by World Rugby's decision that there is insufficient evidence to proceed with disciplinary action against South Africa's Bongi Mbonambi after a second allegation he made a racial slur at England's Tom Curry came to light. The global governing body has said that it considers the matter closed unless additional evidence comes to light, with Mbonambi free to line up for the Springboks in Saturday's World Cup final. Now, the RFU has responded by criticizing World Rugby's decision, denying an independent panel the opportunity to hear Tom Curry's voice and to independently assess his account of these serious events together with the other available evidence. And that is all from me to you. A huge thank you for joining me today. As always, kindly please comment and follow us on all our social media platforms on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also TikTok. Or rather, you can go to our website at www.JIT-TVzw. Signing out, it is Andile Gugule. Have yourselves an amazing day.
JIT-TV, just in time. What's your wonder? Is it people? In all their beauty and diversity? In all their hospitality and charm? Or is it people's heritage you wonder at? The noble mystery of a past which, in its grandeur and ingenuity, points to the enduring possibilities of people's future. Or is it the breathtaking diversity of natural landscapes that provokes your particular wonderment? How hills roll into valleys, rivers. You find yourself transfixed by the beauty of wildlife as it runs, flies, swims, lives and thrives. connects you with the primal echo of your own animal nature. Or maybe it's not even the diversity of things that grips you, but the power of that one unique wonder, which in all the world is without parallel, whose beauty calls you back again and again and again. And always leaves you in awe. What is your wonder? Whatever it is, we have it here. Visit Zimbabwe, a world of wonders.
The revolution shall be televised. JIT-TV, just in time.